Hello, friends. Welcome back. Welcome back to the video game. The video game. Welcome back, Jet, to the video game.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. We have to stop thinking about JJK now.
No, I don't want to stop thinking about it, though.
We have to stop thinking about JJK for
but what
3
if
hours.
I want to talk? But Tony, if we switch to the Japanese voice acting, we can listen to Yuji saying objection.
We can. Should I do that real quick? I want to hear Yuji's voice.
We can listen to Nanami being racist.
God, why are there so many? Why? And I mean, Gojo's dead, but
Gojo is dead. Yeah,
Gojo's dead in this. But anyways, hi everyone. Me and Jet are thinking about. We both saw the JJK movie within the last week, so we're just like
brain rot. It's pure love.
Okay, anyways.
Okay.
All right.
We got a video game to play. Today's a big day.
Video game. Today,
we're gonna
learn about.
Walk out of the courtroom.
Yeah, we learn about I'm not spoiling anything. Even if you hadn't read the manga or anything, saying the word Utah is not spoiling anything, okay?
Yeah, Utah, like the state.
I was thinking that every time I said his name last night, I was just like, it sounds like I'm saying Utah. I don't even know where Utah is. But okay. Do you have to know manga spoilers for the movie? Nope. It's a prequel, so you can just see it.
You can watch it without reading it.
Yeah. But
I read it before watching it. Mm-hmm. Tony went in blind, so it's still enjoyable either way.
I was caught up on the manga before I went in, though. Like, I was caught up on current stuff.
Yeah, but you didn't read the prequel.
I didn't read the manga that it was based on. And it's very good. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Let me say hi to everyone.
But I want to keep talking about Jujutsu Kaisen.
No. Only we get. I'm limiting us to a maximum of 3 Jujutsu Kaisen references.
Damn.
Throughout. Yep.
I
have to.
Way more than that. Last week I made one and it went over your head.
What did you say?
They said, we were talking about the balloon exploding, and I said, exploding, burning.
What? How is that
okay, I'll explain it to you.
Explain it later. It's probably part of the manga that I missed because I was trying to speed read. Okay. Hi, Marco, my brother. Well, hi, hello, and a hello to my father as well, of course. Oh, you dickhead. That's not even a joke. That's just trauma. It's just traumatic memories. I hate you. Okay. Anyways, hi. Geve, Luca, author, my father, my brother Margot, Uvula, Tara, sorry, Abi, Automatic Boot, Luca, I already said Luca, welcome twice, welcome to the, welcome DGS Luca, and also welcome JJK Luca, the different parts of Luca. Welcome Elivzy and Hannah, MJ Magigish, Nami, hi Nami, Maya, hi Maya, Andres, Andres, welcome, Lesbian Miku, Ramen, Red Skull, Cotton, hi, I'm sorry if I missed anyone, welcome. Oh, Samantha Fush Weaver, welcome, and Miss Nani, welcome. Okay. To stop talking about JJK, I'll kill you. I don't care if you have a brain rot. I don't care if your brain is rotting and festering. It's got maggots in it. I don't care. Okay. Let me turn on the volume of the video game. Where's my... There it is. Okay. Do I want to say something on Twitter? I'm so tired of Twitter. I don't want to go on it.
At this point, they should be following and they would already know.
They would know already. They would know. Okay. You're right. So we should, I want to, before we kind of like start, I kind of wanted to because I literally, like, I watched the JJK movie and I was like, everything else left my brain. So I have to kind of like remember where I was. So we have to prove or we have to find that fraud guy. Real Tony fans will give it 10 for stream.
There's an engineer that we learned who was commissioned to follow the schematics that Professor Hairbrain came up with to build the machine. However, we found out that it wasn't a functional machine. It turned out to be sort of a conjuring trick. And everyone's like, this guy, he's shady as fuck. So now we adjourn. Court was adjourned so that we were able to track down this guy. Susato's back.
Susato's back.
Yes, and there's a whole thing with like there was a bird cage hidden inside the balloon instead.
Right. Yes.
The crossbow was launching it to make the explosion happen, and that's pretty much it. Yes.
Okay, and there was a little German boy.
And there was a little German boy. Yes.
A little bohemian boy. Oh, Susato's back. 23rd October, 9:41 p.m. Naruhodo's Legal Consultancy.
Hi. Oh, this room. It's been too long. It hasn't changed in the slightest, though. And it's been some 6 months, hasn't it? That's a long time for things to stay so familiar.
I didn't know when you might return, and I wanted everything to be as you'd left it. But it has been some 6 months, it's true.
So is your father all right, Susie? What happened? My father?
Yes, Professor Mikotoba. I mean, it was half a year ago, but that's why you went back to Japan. Because of the telegram you received saying he'd fallen ill with a very high fever or some unknown reason. Or for some unknown reason.
That's right. So I was surprised to learn you'd be coming back so soon. Surprised, but happy.
She ran away, didn't she? She stowed away.
I think I wrote about it in my letter to you, that it was all a trick. My father is in fine health. And obviously, I'm very relieved about that.
Why'd you say it like that? Well, we're all delighted to have you back.
It was quite by accident that I'd been able to return to Europe, actually. It's because of a very grand conference called the International Forensic Science Symposium.
The International Forensic... That's the same symposium Lord Strongheart mentioned.
Anyway, I've arrived safe and sound, and all that matters is that I'm here now.
Oh, stowaway Haori. True.
After all, I haven't yet fulfilled my promise to you, Iris. Oh!
You must tell us everything that happened while you were back in Japan.
Yes, of course, I shall.
And there's one other thing. Something you wrote in your letter that something you wrote in your letter that particularly grabbed my attention. About you know who. About Kazuma.
What? I know. I'll tell you all that I can.
Okay, tell me right now. No, just tell me. I won't.
just immediately skip
Right
everything
there.
else.
I want to know! I've gone so long without information about him!
After my friend Howry's trial, the reporter who actually killed Miss Brett said something very strange.
I know the truth, and I know you had a hand in what went on. In that visiting student's fate. Nobody here in Japan knows anything about it. They don't know that guy never made it to England, that he died on that steamship. And that he'll never...
I had my priorities in order. Absolutely, I do. Hi, Grace. Welcome. It's okay if you can't be here. It's all right. I'm happy to have you for however long you can stay.
Obviously, I couldn't ask him to elaborate at the time.
She went and found him. Yes!
But later, I visited the man in his prison cell and asked him what he was going to say about Kazuma-sama.
And what did you learn? What did you learn? What did you... Say it!
After he died on the voyage to Great Britain...
Okay, my theory was that he had been, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. She's about to tell us, but like that he had been cremated and like scattered on his family grave, and that's why it didn't raise any suspicion that there was a headstone there because his whole family was dead. Oh, hello, Elisar, welcome.
His body should have been unladen at the port of Hong Kong and passed into the care of the consulate staff there.
Yes, should have been. What happened to it? Should have been?
Well, it turns out that his body never arrived. It just disappeared.
What? Kazuma-sama's body vanished?
Our government tried to cover the fact up, it seems. They erected a grave on the cliffs by our hometown. Except Kazuma-sama isn't there.
So why would they... Hold on. Why would they erect a grave and then try to hide it from the... This is very... Because I thought the fact that no one in Japan knew about it was because, like, the grave had always been there. Very interesting. Okay, maybe... Well, this is...
Okay. You're working on kind of assumptions you made yourself.
I sure am, aren't I?
Yeah.
Well... This is
because nothing was never really established. You just kind of...
It's true. But I had nothing to go off of. So like, if only you had a video game that could give you answers. Shut up. Okay, whatever. Fine. Did Professor Mikotoba know about this? I was just trying to figure out how no one could know if there was a grave there, because it still doesn't make sense. Why would the game? Or sorry, not why would the fucking grave be not be?
I mean, if they erected a grave and say, if they erected a grave, you know, and what's it called? Would anyone really question it? Like, okay, if anyone else, right? If anyone else saw like this grave being erected, it could be like, oh, that was some random guy who died. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like.
But if anyone, it's like on a cliff. It's on like a nice cliff. If anybody went and then just happened to read the headstone, they'd be like, huh? I thought that guy was in Britain.
I don't think it was that. Okay, I don't think Asogi's that important to me.
You better shut the fuck up right now.
Okay,
How dare
listen.
you.
I'm trying to help you. You're like confused about things you shouldn't be confused about. You're like getting angry on behalf of like you're saying that like, oh, how come it wasn't weird? How come people didn't know? Like, do you care about random headstones being erected?
Oh my gosh, Mame Momi was all like, he was like, no one in Japan knows about it. Like, it's this big thing. Like, everybody knew that like that a student went to Great Britain. They made me think that this was like a big deal. Like, wouldn't his classmates know?
The emphasis on the part is that the government is hiding it. I think that was the important thing. Like, there's something shady happening because, remember, he had killed Giselle Brett. So there's something going on between Britain and, you know, Japan. I think that was more like the political aspect of it rather than, like, the student himself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yes, but I just don't understand why they would go out of... Okay, Burger's heart. All right, you know what? Okay, sorry.
I told myself I wouldn't argue. I told myself I just can't not.
You just love to argue with me. Okay, sorry.
Yes, it would seem that he did.
He did what? Sorry. Okay, he knew. Okay.
But he didn't tell me. They're still investigating what happened to Kazuma-sama's body as we speak.
I just don't believe it. And what is this acute feeling of apprehension I have all of a sudden? Okay, I'm just not gonna...
Fuck all the other shit.
Fuck all the other ones. Oh, hi, Jay. Thinking back now, some of the things that happened on the SS Buria were definitely strange. Like a Juliet potion. Like a Juliet potion! Also, don't show me this image ever again. I mean, after he died, we never saw his body again, did we? Could it be that he's actually still alive? Could it be?
Stop it, Mr. Naruhodo. It's too much to bear.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Just thinking about the possibility pains me so very much. Cast your mind back for a moment, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh mein Gott!
When Kazuma-sama was discovered, Mr. Sholmes was there, wasn't he?
I don't trust that guy.
And he definitely examined the body. I remember it clearly.
Ah, you're right. So if Kazuma hadn't actually been dead at all, it would mean that Mr. Sholmes had lied to us.
But there's no reason why he would possibly have done such a thing.
I suppose that's true, yes.
The idea that he might still be alive somewhere wants to fill me with hope, but I can't let it. Because if it turned out not to be true...
See, that's why I was like... That's why for like... When we were first talking about the Juliet theory and stuff, I was like, no, like I cannot let myself think this. Because if the game lets me down... Oh, right, sorry, I'm on Burger's Hard. Oops, sorry.
Then I'd be back at the bottom of that awful pit of despair again. I'm terrified of what that might do to me.
Oh, Miss Sasato. I know she's given the idea the thought it deserves. It's Sasato-san we're talking about after all. So, I probably shouldn't push it now. But what if? Please, God. Okay, back in Britain.
When I first arrived back in Japan, I really thought I'd never be allowed to return to Britain. But curiously, after that awful trial at the Supreme Court, Father's mood changed entirely.
The awful trial? Oh, yes. For the murder of Giselle Brett.
Oh, you dressed as a man then, didn't you, Susie? Oh, well, yes, since women are forbidden in the courtroom, I had no choice. Wow, amazing! I wish I'd seen it! Don't you, Runo?
Yes, I suppose so.
I want to play at being the lawyer now. I could wear a false mustache, maybe.
I don't think any mustache could hide the fact that you're just 10 years old, Iris. There's something else I've been wanting to ask you, Miss Sasato. It's about the real reason why Professor Mikotoba summoned you back to Japan. You said in your letter it was something to do with that convict's loot we found in Mr. Natsume's lodgings.
That's right. The very large dog collar we found with the bee emblem on it.
The Hound of the Baskervilles!
It seems Mr. Natsume introduced a drawing of the collar in the report he submitted as...
Oh, okay. Sorry, 1 second. I thought that... Okay, I'm sorry. I thought Natsume didn't know about the collar.
It seems Mr. Natsume included a drawing of the collar in the report he submitted about his time in Britain. I understand that when Father saw the report, he turned as white as a sheet.
Why would that be, then?
Father came to Britain himself, of course, to study. It was some time ago now, but he stayed for 6 years. I can only imagine that something must have happened during that time. But if he refuses to tell me what it was, then I intend to find the answers for myself. And I've decided that I, for one, won't keep any more secrets. Oh, Susie?
That's a very meaningful look Susato-san's giving Iris there. Okay. Lord Strongheart mentioned something about that symposium, too. I think he said that investigative authorities from 40 different countries would attend.
Yes, and from Japan, my father and Judge Jikoku have been invited.
Oh, so Mikotoba's come with her.
It's something of an honor, I believe.
Well, Professor Mikotoba is the leading expert in forensic medicine in our country, after all. But who's the other person you mentioned? A judge, did you say?
Yes, His Excellency Judge Seishiro Jikoku. You've met him, Mr. Naruhodo. Last year, in the Supreme Court. You can't possibly have forgotten. That terrible trial of yours, when you were accused of murder.
Ah, yes, I try to think of that as a positive turning point in my life these days. Pan left.
Well, it was Judge Jikoku who presided over that trial.
If I'm perfectly honest, I'd be happy never to see that man's face again in my life.
Oh, well, anyway, as Father was invited to the symposium, he agreed to me returning to Britain too. He won't actually arrive until next month, but, well, I couldn't wait. So I pleaded with him, and in the end he agreed on me going ahead.
Yes, about the symposium. It seems as though Lord Strongheart has put in an awful lot of work to make it happen. It's obviously very important.
I believe it is, yes. As I understand it, Lord Strongheart organized the entire event himself. I think he's hoping that by achieving exceptional results, he'll get the job of Attorney General.
The most senior position in the British justice system.
He's hoping to use his power to create the world's finest policing institution. That's what Father said anyway. Apparently it's Lord Strongheart's lifelong ambition.
Does Professor Mikotoba know Lord Strongheart personally then, I wonder?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying. It's on the board.
Yes, Keep playing. You got 3 minutes.
Okay. Actually, Lord Strongheart gave me a long speech all about this subject only yesterday. Miko Heart, let's go. Sorry. Sorry. But I sort of lost the will to live early on and didn't really listen to much of it.
How trying for you.
Also, I think, my theory was that Giselle Brett was a spy. Giselle Brett. The woman whose unforgivable actions ended me in being wrongly accused of a crime I didn't commit. The murder of Dr. John H. Wilson. Yes, Giselle Brett. That's a name I won't forget as long as I live.
The extraordinary thing is, though, it seems it's a name we should all forget.
Sorry?
Since the incident, our government's intelligence services have been investigating Miss Brett. But it turns out that an Englishwoman by the name of Giselle Brett didn't actually exist.
Didn't exist? But how can that be?
It was a pseudonym. Her real name was Shin.
Oh! Oh! Okay, so that rules a Shin out as the apprentice. So...
And she wasn't a visiting student either. That was a front.
A front? Who on earth was she then?
Miss A. Shin. Her name is literally all our intelligence services have been able to ascertain about her. Nobody knows why, or even how, she came to be in Japan.
Okay, so then what links Giselle Brett, Asogi, Wilson, and, Gregson?
You got less than a minute.
Okay.
It's a complete mystery.
But that makes no sense. It's no easy task to be accepted as a foreign student anywhere. What could the woman have been up to?
I'm afraid I don't really know. The only thing we can be sure of is that she had some business in our country that we don't yet understand.
And now she's been killed. While all the questions surrounding her existence remain unanswered.
I'm afraid so.
A Shin. Who on earth was she? We're all giggling and laughing evilly. You guys. You guys!
Okay, the 10 minutes are up.
Okay, you guys! And why do I feel as though I've heard that name before somewhere? Because you... Oh, also, not another Kingdom Hearts fan. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't been able to do
Susie's voice. Susie's voice for so long.
Oh. What if I present you the armband? Wait, what if I investigate it with you here? Say more things about him. It's very fine embroidery here that shows the name of the armband's owner. In this case, Kazuma Sogi. I'm always carrying my best friend's hopes and dreams with me on my right arm. Bleh. So I'm always carrying my best friend's hopes and dreams with me on my right arm just here. All the time. I don't know why I keep saying harm. To be honest, shut your mouth. To be honest, it's something that weighs very heavily on me. Oh, wait, we've already seen this. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we've already seen this. Okay, alright. Okay. Is there anything I should examine in here, or should we go places? No, we can't go places.
There's definitely something you should examine.
Okay.
To the right, go to the right.
Iris!
Yes.
Iris! It must be about a year ago now. I wrote a really long story based on some of my father's old notes. It's about one of Hurley's great exploits. It's about one of Hurley's greatest exploits. I called it The Hound of the Baskervilles.
But then, Mr. Sholmes forbade you from publishing it. And put the manuscript somewhere nobody could get their hands on it.
So nobody knows anything about it, apart from Hurley and I. But for some reason, you knew the title of it, didn't you, Susie?
I need to put my honey in my tea.
Oh, it sounds so exciting! The Hounds of the Baskervilles. Oh, I should love to read it.
Sorry, 1 second. My throat hurts. It's just been hurting. Not hurting, but like...
And you wouldn't tell me how you'd come to know it. Yes, but I made you a promise that I would explain one day, didn't I? I think it's time.
Okay.
Oh! I'm only sorry I've had to keep it from you for so long, Iris.
That was for Arthur. The Hound of the Baskervilles!
It was completely by accident that I came to know the title of your manuscript, Iris. It was a short it was a short while before we left Japan. I was cleaning Father's study and I saw something on his writing desk. A large box of papers. There was a label affixed to the box that was written in English. It read, "The Hound of the Baskervilles."
Okay, so he does know. So maybe he was there. He was there for that. What?
My Baskerville story? Of course, I had no idea what it was at the time. But Father came in and...
Susato, what are you doing?
Hi. Oh, Father.
Did you look at those papers?
No. No, I simply read the label. That's all.
Well, put it out of your mind.
Sorry?
Forget that you ever saw it, and certainly don't tell anybody else about this. Do you understand?
But what was Iris's manuscript doing in Japan?
I have no idea. But when I heard Iris mention the word Baskerville that day, the title just slipped out. I would never have guessed that it was an unpublished account of one of Mr. Sholmes's exploits. When I returned to Japan, I asked Father to explain, but he refused to answer any of my questions. And there was no sign of the big box in his office. That's really all I know about it. I've no doubt that Father has a very good reason for being so secretive about it, but still... I made up my mind to explain myself to both of you. Well, thank you for being so honest, Susie.
Investigate the shovel when you're free of conversation. All right.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, I'm ready to start investigating if you are. I've committed every detail about the case to memory. And Iris has told me about the disturbing happenings at the Waxwork Museum as well.
I love her little face here. She's like,
The disturbing happenings, I love to hear about them.
so you're fully abreast of the situation already, Miss Sato. I'd expect nothing less, to be honest.
I would think our first port of call should be to investigate this Mr. Drebber. the engineer responsible for building the elaborate machine that was used to effect this extraordinary trick.
Yes, a conjurer of sorts, by the sound of it, well known in the fields of science and magic.
Then we need to go and arrest him.
Well, yes. He must know the truth behind this case, so I agree we really do need to find the man.
It sounds like it's a case of tracking someone down. Which is a job for the police. Or a great detective.
Are we supposed to guess who she might be thinking of? We don't have much time, so we need to get started straight away, I think.
Good idea. Well, best of luck then.
Oh, you're not coming today?
I'm going to Brixton Road shortly for the herb market. But let me know later how you caught on, won't you?
Her voice not working today either. Oi, oi. That was a little abrupt. The pull of the herb market must be strong. Okay, shovel. Shovel. Thinking back, that spade's been in here since we first moved in, hasn't it?
I'm sure I've told you before, Mr. Naruhodo. It's not a spade, it's a shovel.
No, shovels are for digging. That's for scoping up loose material. It's a spade.
No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel.
The great spade shovel war rages on. Okay, anything else I should examine in here before I leave? Going once. Going twice. Shells. Oh, the Daruma. Okay.
I see your Dharma still has only one eye filled in.
Well, we agreed that it's something we'd do together, didn't we? We could do it right now if you like. I'd be happy with that.
I rather like the anticipation, I think, Mr. Naruhodo.
Okay. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. You see, I've been keeping my desk beautifully covered in papers as always.
You really must tidy up, You really must tidy it all up, Mr. Naruhodo. No more excuses.
But, Miss Susato, the way I see it, all these papers building up on my desk like this are a reminder of my wonderfully diverse daily life. I like to leave them as they are, so I never forget how lucky I am to have such varied experiences.
In that case, you should definitely have a thorough tidy. Then you'll be able to see your papers building up all over again and feel that joy renewed.
Still can't beat her in an argument, even though I'm the lawyer here. She's also a lawyer. She was in court, so... All right. Let's go. Okay. Try me sweet. Let's go. October shows is sweet. Is he here? Is he here? He's certainly not here. No one's here. All right, whatever. Where do we want to go? Okay. Now, who is this?
This is the character that I thought you could give the Courtney voice to.
Okay.
It's up to you once you see her.
Okay. 23rd October, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Oh, who's that standing beside Lord Strongheart?
I'm wonder. I've never seen her before.
Oh, you. I thought she was coming.
Ah, the young champion of the court. You had some success this morning, I understand. And you've thrown the entire government in disarray as a result.
Oh, you mean because of Professor Harebrain's experiment?
Sham science being demonstrated at London's Great Exhibition. The country's been made to look foolish, and now politicians are scrabbling to respond.
Oopsie, I'm the baby, gotta love me.
Lord Van Zeeks is in the Whitehall as we speak, giving an emergency briefing.
Oh dear, I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
None of this is your responsibility. The government is entirely to blame for having been taken in. A special dispensation that prevents investigation at the scene will be annulled later today. Once that happens, my forensic investigation team will move in and deal with that scrap metal in no time.
It's scrap metal now, is it? Hi! Until later then, Lord Strongheart.
Yes. Thank you.
Is she a doctor? She's got that, the medical symbol, like the snakes in the thing. Who was that?
That was Dr. Courtney Scythe, Scotland Yard's esteemed chief coroner.
Courtney. Alright, Courtney voice for Courtney.
She's leading the forensic investigation team's handling of this case. She was just delivering her report about the victim, in fact.
Oh, I see. About Mr. Asman.
Following the outcome of the trial earlier, I asked the coroner's office to reevaluate its findings. I don't have time to tell you what she concluded. If you want to know, you'll have to ask her directly.
Okay.
You can find her in the forensic laboratory.
Ah, right.
Now, what were you here to see me about? I can give you 7 minutes and 39 seconds of my time, and the timer starts now.
So he's not running quite so spectacularly late anymore. I cannot tell if you've actually started a timer. I really can't. What exactly is the forensic investigation team that you mentioned before?
The British Empire's police force must become the most exemplary in the world. For that to happen, it's imperative that we embrace forensic science and everything it has to offer. I first created the forensic investigation team a year ago now. Unofficially, of course, to pave the way.
Goodness, a year ago?
At next month's symposium, I intend to present the results of their work to the world. Once I do that, the House of Lords will be powerless to oppose the creation of a full-scale forensics division. And once that happens, the position of Attorney General will be mine, and criminals will suffer dearly.
This sprite makes him look almost like Guy Fieri, just a little bit. The way his face is, like the way he's kind of got like a double chin here.
I can understand it. Yeah, I can see it. I watch Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives every day.
Yeah, just not a lot.
I can see
Just
it.
a little bit.
It's kind of a stretch, but I can understand.
Like it's got the. It doesn't make him look like Guy Fieri, but it makes him look like a Guy Fieri adjacent person and not like Lord Strongheart.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
What do you mean? Welcome to Courtroom Cookouts and Crawls.
For too long, those scoundrels have made a mockery of our legal system with false evidence and bribes. But London's scum is about to be rounded up and burnt in the fires of hell.
He sends us to Flavor Town when we're disbarred.
I intend to see to it personally. your trip to Flavortown. By creating the finest police force the world has ever known, to protect our honor and our future.
Look at those eyes. He means every word.
And Sasato's like, well, I am the judicial assistant. Surely I should also get to go to Flavortown. I've read all about it in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes.
Dr. Scythe is an extremely reliable coroner. When I officially establish the forensic division at Scotland Yard, she will run it as my right-hand woman.
Nice.
Now then, speaking of the symposium, Miss Mikotoba.
Latest Flavortown victim McGriddled. Magnus McGriddled.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'm sorry. God,
What are you giggling about? What about McGriddle?
Oh, yes, my lord. It's nothing. I was just buying my ticket to Flavortown.
Your father should be on the high seas as we speak, making his way here to represent the Empire of Japan.
Yes, that's right. I understand he will arrive at the beginning of next month.
Are you acquainted, Lord Strongheart? With Professor Mikotoba, I mean. Did you, explore each other's bodies?
What? It was many fuck. It was many years ago now, but yes, I remember Dr. Mikotoba very well.
Shut the fuck up! I can't read.
Okay. Okay. If my memory serves, it was some 15 years ago now that you're shut the fuck up! Came to Britain as a visiting student.
Came to Britain.
It's very hard to read when you're like.
Lord Strongheart, did you fuck my dad? It was the year I was born. So, yes, 16 years ago, in fact.
Historians Jet will deny the exploring each other's bodies. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stop. I'm stopping.
Caddy. Strangle the fuck out of you. Okay. Mikotoba was a young practitioner of forensic science, and Jikoku accompanied him as a young, promising judge. That word and politeness of the Japanese at the time impressed us greatly. I'm not even gonna attempt to say it.
Punctulousness? Is that what it was? I don't know.
Not that I wish to imply impoliteness or carelessness on your part in any way.
That was for astronaut. I didn't think that you were.
Dr. Mikotoba studied forensics at one of London's large hospitals. St. Sinners, if I'm not mistaken. Dr. Scythe was also there then, as it happens.
Then, Dr. Scythe knows my father, does she?
She was a young medical assistant at the time, so I doubt their paths crossed regularly. But I've no doubt they knew each other superficially. After all, Dr. Mikotoba was here studying his subject for some 6 years in total.
6 years? That's a long time to be studying abroad, isn't it?
I lived with my grandmother in those years.
So he left his newly born daughter behind and went overseas for 6 whole years? Eugen!
It was a rather turbulent time at home.
Oh.
Perhaps father wanted a reason to get away.
What do you mean? Why? Well, clearly something was going on at the time. Okay, tell me about this guy. I wanted to ask you about Lord Van Zeeks, actually. I heard that his older brother was killed some years ago by a masked murderer known as the Professor, who targeted nobles and royalty. Is that right?
You Japanese are a thorough lot. You've done your research well. Yes. And you could say it was that very incident that gave rise to the Reaper.
What? Why?
When his brother, Clint Van Zeeks, was murdered, it was just after young Brock had graduated from the University of London and become a prosecutor. When obvious criminals who managed to evade conviction in court started disappearing, rumors quickly spread throughout the capital. Londoners started to say that whenever Baroque Van Zeeks went, the ghost of his dead brother wasn't far behind.
Ooh, actually I like that. Like the Reaper being like an actual ghost. It's the ghost of his brother. I like that. That's kind of cool.
Oh my word.
Ghosts are real in Ace Attorney, so that could actually be true. So, Lord Van Zeeks isn't the Reaper? It's the ghost of his brother?
Ever since that time, he became a very aloof figure in London's legal circles.
Ramen. Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart.
Go ahead.
It's about Professor Harebrain's experimental machine. We'd like your permission to examine the remains, if possible.
Are you well versed in science, then?
Not in the slightest. In fact, you could say I was barely aware of the subject at all until recently.
Well, the special dispensation legally preventing investigation of the machine is currently being annulled. Within a few hours, Dr. Sipes' team of forensic experts will begin their own investigation. But I suppose until then, there's no harm in you looking at the wreckage as long as you touch nothing.
Thank you. Being able to look at it is better than nothing.
And I'll be able to see it too.
Your time is up. You'll have to excuse me now, I'm afraid. My next engagement calls.
We are extremely sorry to have troubled you when you are so busy, my lord.
I have important matters to attend to in preparation for the symposium, you understand.
Jay, what have you made? Jay. I kind of want to put it on the fridge. Fridge. I need to replace this Shom's ball pit. He's been there forever. He's been in the ball pit forever. He's pissed in there. Where are we going after this? Hold on. Shom's ball pit. You leave now. Where are you? I have so many images that I just have saved. There we go. Cookouts, courtrooms, and crawls. Shom's is the crawl. There we go. Perfect. Thank you for your patience. All right. Where are we dropping, boys? Where's the new location? Oh, the experimentation stage. There we go. Madame Two Spells, Forensics Laboratory. Oh, where are we? Oh, I don't know where to go. There's so many places. So many
Go to the
places.
prison.
Oh, hi. 23rd October, local prison, cell 11.
I'll take it over from here.
What's he doing?
Oh my! The whole wall of the cell is covered in mathematical equations.
And he's still writing more now. Professor, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. And who is this young lady?
My name is Susato Mikotoba. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant. It's a pleasure to meet you, Professor.
Huh. None of this would have happened. No, that's not logical. That makes no sense at all.
Oh dear, I'm sorry if my presence here upsets you.
I owe you an apology too, Professor. I didn't manage to deliver what I promised you I would. I didn't manage to deliver what I promised you I would in court this morning.
Oh, no. The whole thing, this whole miserable affair. It all happened because I've been such a complete and utter clot.
Professor Hairbrain? What have you been working on in your cell?
Oh, haha, you mean that? Oh dear, how embarrassing. It's that fucking scene from the soap opera. You know that meme where she wakes up in the jail cell and then just math starts
Yes,
well, I
yes.
mean, like, the math, people edited
Yes.
math in there.
Yeah, she's like,
I was suddenly struck by an idea, you see, and I simply had to write it down. The wall was all I had to hand.
oh, is it some new hypothesis? Something to surpass super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, maybe?
Ah, no. Actually, this is my autobiography.
Your autobiography?
How I was diddled and fiddled by Albert Hairbrain.
How you were diddled?
I found I could represent my odd fortunes with only odd numbers in an ambitious set of simultaneous equations.
Really?
I'm going to have to pay back all the loans I took for the kinesis machine, you see. So it's going to be a new serial publication from next month. Part 1, an odd birth, an odd upbringing.
You can't beat the man's optimism, that's for sure. I see. Well, for now, would you mind if we talked a little more about the case?
Oh, yes, of course. I've been working through the numbers. I was diddled, I was fiddled by the pair of them.
So you were diddled by Barack Van Zieks and who else?
By Aspen, and by that aloof engineer drummer.
We're not going to have to sit through an explanation of all these equations, are we? You and Bob?
Everything I believed in has been turned on its head. My research, Mr. Asman, the kinesis machine, my hypothesis even.
I'm sorry it's come to this. There was really no other way.
No, it's not your fault. I wanted to protect my work, but in the end, there was nothing worth protecting. It was never my intention to deceive anyone. I didn't want to trick the public.
No, of course you didn't.
But in court this morning, I realized something.
Oh?
If you've done something wrong without knowing it, you've still done something wrong. Logically, it makes no difference if you are aware of it or not. Ignorance is a poor excuse. The blame still lies with me.
Oh, Professor.
He believed in me this morning, you know. Barak did. He believed in my hypothesis.
Well, I think that was just a necessary factor in the prosecution establishing its case.
No, Barak wouldn't do something like that.
Well,
I'm sure he genuinely believed it.
did he?
I think I understand now. Why it was that he decided to take on the prosecution in my trial. I mean... After the terrible accident happened, nobody would believe in my hypothesis anymore. Not the police, not the prosecution service, not any lawyers even.
I feel like I dealt some kind of finishing blow there.
So if any other prosecutor had taken the case, if it was anyone other than Barak, I'm sure the prosecution would have declared my hypothesis a complete and utter nonsense.
And in that case, you would have been declared a fraud yourself, Professor.
Exactly, which would have been a fate worse than death for me. But Barak insisted that I was a proper man of science from start to finish.
You think that's why he...
I know him very well indeed. He's an extremely kind-hearted soul.
Sure, Jan. But that extremely kind-hearted soul spent all morning trying to paint you as a murderer, didn't he?
Oh, well, admittedly, that part of the analysis appears to have some flaws in it.
And what about the whole Reaper side of things? How does that fit in with the kind-hearted soul idea?
Do you think he set out to trick me from the very start?
I'm sorry to say, that does seem likely, yes.
When I first met him, he introduced himself as a wealthy financier. He looked over the paper I'd written and said my work would benefit all humanity and must be pursued. He was so enthused. He was so emphatic.
But in reality, he was the mastermind of some vast criminal network, it seems.
I still can't believe it.
As the machine was essentially a set decoration for some stage magic, it probably didn't require a large amount of investment, actually.
But the scale of it wasn't just some small trick. It was a very elaborate feat of deception.
All young scientists are full of hope about their burgeoning ideas, full of zeal. But none of us have any money. We want to do research, but we can't afford it. Many of us take on barely legal part-time work to try and earn just a few measly pennies to carry on. To go through all of that, only to be taken for a complete fool. It's too rotten to believe.
It is, I agree. And that's why we have to find those responsible and bring them to justice. Mr. Asman is no more, of course, which leaves only the engineer.
Mr. Enoch Drebber.
Is he an engineer, or a magician, or a swindler?
It was about a year ago when Mr. Asman first brought Drummer to meet me at my laboratory. Since then, I've met him many times to discuss details about the kinesis machine.
But at no point did you have any But at no point did you have any inkling that he was just an illusionist?
Oh, he definitely wasn't just an illusionist.
What do you mean?
He was a wealth of deep scientific knowledge. There's no question that man's genius. There's no question that the man's a genuine scientist. It's instantly apparent in conversation.
I see.
But the wretched man deceived you, Professor. It's unforgivable. We must do everything we can to find him and bring him to justice. Are there no more clues you can give us as to his whereabouts?
I'm sorry, we only ever discussed the kinesis machine, nothing else. Although, just once. I did visit his workshop.
What workshop?
Drebber's enormous fabrication laboratory where he constructed my great machine.
Why didn't you mention this before? Enoch Drebber's workshop. There's every chance we might find him there. So you've been to Drebber's place of work then?
Yes, just once, you understand. It was an enormous place. Plenty of room to construct the kinesis machine, you see.
Where can we find it? We have to go there at once. There's a good chance that we'll find Drebber there.
Well, yes, definitely, I'm sure. As in, I'm sure you're not going to want to hear this. But I have absolutely no idea where the workshop is at all.
You went there.
I'm so sorry!
I was more than half expecting that.
You see, I was blindfolded in the carriage the entire way there.
He blindfolded you? He wasn't taking any chances then.
The place was incredible, the pinnacle of modern engineering. Even the oil he used was the very best, a special French machine oil that's impossible to obtain in Britain. Ah, the indescribable scent of that imported oil. Perfumers across the world should forget their secret formulae and use that instead.
What do you think, Mr. Sato? Ode a machine for your next birthday?
I've never used any kind of perfume, Mr. Naruhodo, and I'm not sure I'd like to start with that. I don't suppose you know even part of the workshop's address, Professor? You don't have a business card from Mr. Drebber, for example?
The man was clearly very cautious, Mr. Sato. I'm sure that...
Aha! Yes, I do. He gave me his business card once. It's right here, look.
What?
Let me see that!
Oh, she's... Throw etiquette to the wind, why don't you?
Enoch Drebber, engineer. I'm afraid that's all it says. There's no address.
No? Oh well. Can't say I'm surprised.
Ryu and Sasato in that one perfume bit.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny.
Still, this could be useful. Okay. Well, I don't need to show him anything, do I?
Nah.
Okay. Let's go. I want to go here.
Let's go.
Oh, this lamp. How sexy of it. 23rd October, Forensics Laboratory. Laboratory. I believe this is it. Dr. Scythe's laboratory. That chemical smell really assaults the nose. And there's plenty to assault the eyes in here, too.
It looks as though the doctor isn't here. But we're here now, so we may as well do some sightseeing, don't you think?
What a seasoned tourist you've become, Mrs. Sato. We could just have a little look around, being careful not to upset any restless souls.
I suppose this is Dr. Scythe's desk.
Ugh, I would not like to work in a place like this.
It's very tidy, though, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo? Imagine how efficiently she must work.
The lighting is poor, which is bad for the eyes, and the chemical smell can't be good for you. Not to mention the skeleton watching over you as you work, which is definitely bad for the nerves.
Well, yes, those are valid concerns, I suppose.
I can just about cope with a one-eyed Daruma doll watching over me, but that's all. Look at all the bottles on the shelves in these cabinets. What an assortment of chemicals.
These ones here are labeled highly toxic.
Ugh, that's worrying. Because there are also things that look like salt and pepper shakers in here.
Oh, yes, and they actually say salt and pepper on them. The doctor probably spends a lot of time in this room. I suppose. Perhaps she has meals here sometimes.
Life goes on, even when you're surrounded by death. Wah, 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 Ryu. A table and a set of sharp tools. When you consider each in isolation, it all looks quite innocent. So why is it that when you put them side by side, they seem so horribly disturbing?
It might be best not to ponder it too deeply. Seeing the large tome that's open on the desk does make me wonder, though. How can anybody concentrate on bookwork with this acrid odor of chemicals in the air?
You'd either have to have a cast iron constitution or a really terrible sense of smell. Okay. So there's no secrets in here that we can poke around in?
So go back to what Sasato said.
What did she say?
No, go down. The last thing she said.
The last thing she said. The large tome that's open. I thought I already examined that.
You examined the lamp.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at this big, thick book here.
Ah, it appears to be an accounting ledger. It's a record of the forensic investigation team's spending, I think. Oh?
What is it?
It's clear that the team purchases various equipment and supplies on a monthly basis, but... well, one entry seems rather strange.
Really? In what way?
They're buying 500 scalpels every month to sew up into Mr. Sholmes.
500? They must be working really hard on dissecting corpses.
I don't know. Judicial autopsies are only carried out in certain special circumstances. And scalpel blades can be sharpened too.
It does seem a bit strange, you're right. Sholmes keeps catching them in his mouth and eating them, exactly. They gotta have a backup supply. 500 scalpels a month. What could they possibly be using them all for? Is this her? Is this she? What are you doing?
Hi!
Hello? Sorry, we had something we wanted to ask you, but you weren't here, so... So you thought you'd snoop around? That's acceptable to people from the East, is it? Well, what do you want? Lord Strongheart told us, you see, that it was you who examined the victim's body. Mr. Asmund's body, I mean.
So we came to ask you about your findings. Or on Lord Strongheart's advice.
Very well. If the Lord Chief Justice has given his consent, I'll tell you what our investigation revealed. But when we're done, you must leave immediately.
Okay.
So, you want to know what the forensic investigation team determined from its examination of the scene? That was fun. The victim, Mr. Odie Asman, who appeared from the experimentation stage amid an explosion, and the Mr. Asman who had appeared moments later partway up the Crystal Tower, were without question one and the same person. That is the team's conclusion. But that can't be right. If it was an elaborate trick, we can only speculate about how it was carried out.
Let's see. If two people who looked very similar to each other were involved, they could have made it appear as if one single person had switched places, couldn't they?
Very true, but sadly in this instance, that was not the case. The man who disappeared and the man who subsequently reappeared was the same person. The fingerprints at the scene make that quite evident. Ah, fingerprints. The bullet holes of the hand. The ballistic markings of the hand. They're not yet officially recognized as forensic evidence in the British justice system. But one day, they will be used as an investigative aid as a matter of course.
Oh my, but that would mean that the instantaneous kinesis actually took place. So, where does that leave us?
My team was tasked with investigating, not drawing conclusions. Instantaneous kinesis is impossible, and yet the body did move from one place to the other. This hasn't cleared up anything at all. It's made the whole thing even more of a mystery. Hi.
Mama, what is this?
Daughter? Where did she spring from? And did she just call the doctor Mama? This is a lawyer, dear.
Oh.
Hello. To meet you. Pleased to meet you. Yes, I'm a defense lawyer. Ryunosuke Naru.
Mama,
Yes.
can I cut this one up?
What?
I've never seen inside an Eastern person before. I want to know what it looks like.
Of course you can't. It's a live specimen, as you can very well see.
Boring.
I think I just had a near-death experience.
Oh dear, Mr. Naruhodo, you're as pale as a corpse.
Then let's leave before I'm mistaken for one. Okay, bye. Why don't we go... MILF! She is a MILF. Oh my god. Okay, do we want to go to choose spells or the experimentation stage? Which would be more fun? I want to
The
have
experimentation stage.
Okay. October, a great exhibition. crowds. Foot of the crystal tower.
Gina! Puppy! I had no idea there were so many people in the world.
I know what you mean. It's really packed here today.
It feels as though it's taken us 2 hours just to make our way through the crowds at this point.
Has it? I shut my brain down, so I didn't really notice, to be honest. King. Oh my gosh. He's just like me for real. Sometimes I don't know how I got from point A to point B when I go for a walk. Sometimes I just end up at the store I want to be at. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember walking here.
Gosh, I do wish I had your absence of mind sometimes, Mr. Naruhodo.
There you are. I had a feeling you lot would share your mugs for long.
Oh, Inspector Gregson. I see you're hard at work as usual.
Warm greetings to you. I do hope you've been keeping well since last we met.
He's talking to Sasato. What's with all the ceremony? We just saw each other in court this morning.
Not you, Sunshine. A gentlewoman so loyally at your side.
Oh! Why, thank you, Inspector. How good of you to notice.
He might be a bit rough around the edges, but he's still a proper English gentleman at heart, I suppose. As you've probably guessed, we were hoping to investigate the scene some more.
Right, well, that's the young trainee's domain. Boy, get over here, Gina.
Puppy.
She seems to be busy playing with a puppy. Probably giving it a traditional East End training. What? Okay.
Gina? She's a police officer now?
Amazing, isn't it?
She's a good kid, actually. Heart's in the right place anyway. She's got the deduction bug, if you ask me. Yep, I think she'll follow in my footsteps nicely.
What do you mean?
I'm being transferred. It's time for me to say toodaloo to London.
Everyone leaves me!
Oh no! Really?
That's a bit sudden, isn't it? I had no idea. Where are you going to be posted then? We'll come to see how you're getting on. We'll come to see how you're getting along.
Ha! Not likely, but you're welcome to try. If you don't mind a trip to France, that is.
France? French, Gregson? Are you fluent? To France?
I'll be working in the Paris Police Prefecture. Should be right up my alley.
But France! It's an entirely different country. I don't understand. Why would you be sent there?
That's the way the adult world. That's the way the adult world works, Sunshine. Now don't go poking your nose in where it's not wanted. I'm intending to take the kid with me when I go.
What? You're taking Gina to Paris?
Well, I can't leave her here in London. Who knows what become of her?
I suppose he's worried she'd slip back I suppose he's worried she'd slip back into slipping her hands into people's pockets and purses.
I don't think he's worried about her pickpocketing, Mr. Naruhodo. I think he's worried about the Reaper.
Oh, of course! The ghost of Barack Van Zeek's dead brother! So that's playing on Inspector Gregson's mind too, is it?
Anyway, I haven't mentioned any of this to Gina, so don't go blabbing, you hear me?
No, of course not. Of course not.
Gotta keep that diving diva safe and sound. Until all this is over, at least.
Did you just call me a bloomin' diving diva again?
So you heard that, did ya? Right. Well, any questions about the scene, you can put them to my capable detective diva here.
All right, you had the boss. Inspector Lestrade's in charge. Inspector Lestrade's in charge here now. I suppose I better keep my word and not mention anything about Paris. So, Gina, you've got a new dog, have you? Puppy! Puppy! Isn't he great? Toby's his name.
Oh, how delightful! He's absolutely adorable!
Yes, the dog does seem lovely. But it's the not so lovely Inspector Gregson that's playing on my mind, to be honest. Gina, we were actually hoping that we could investigate the scene again. Yeah, alright. If it's around here, you can do what you like. Oh, that's alright, is it? I'm gonna be playing with me new friends here. Ah, yes, Toby.
I honestly hadn't realized that she named it ever Gregson. Oh.
The machine that exploded must be at the top of those stairs, I presume. I haven't actually seen it yet, so if you don't mind.
Sorry, you can't go up there, Suze.
Oh!
It's like I told Oda yesterday. Even I ain't allowed near that wreck. What's it called again? The reason we ain't supposed to touch it. The Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act? Is that what you're thinking of? That's the one! That's why only them lot are allowed to investigate it. What are they called again? The Forensic something... The Forensic Investigation Team? Is that what you were thinking of? That's the one, yeah!
But isn't it the case that the special dispensation has been lifted?
I think so. I don't really get it, to be truthful with you. You're still supposed to get permission from some bigwig or other, as far as I know. What was his name again? Lord Strange something? Mr. Lord Esquire Fieri or something like that?
I'm not sure that's quite right, Gina. I think you mean Lord Strongheart, perhaps?
That's the one, yeah. Apparently, he's always watching the time or something.
Actually, we've just recently been to see Lord Strongheart.
Huh? You what? You've met him? Last time the boss was called to go and see him. He waited for 3 hours at the Cove's office and came back sniveling. Tragic.
Well, Lord Strongheart has given us permission to examine the scene, as long as we touch nothing.
Oh, yeah? Honestly. Alright then, go ahead. But if it turns out you're lying, it'll be the boss who gets it. He'll never eat another chip again in his life. So, you still saying all this is above board, are ya?
I'm sure everything will be fine.
That really would be tragic. Alright then, them's the stairs. Off you go.
Oh, thank you, Gina.
Alright. It was great, wasn't it? I had a right laugh. It was a new one on me. It was a new one on me, that. You know, being in court, not being... and not spending the old time worrying if I'm about to be found out.
You did keep an awful lot of secrets in all your previous court appearances, didn't you?
Yeah, and Ida's made things hard for me every single time and all. Just doing my job, Gina. But watching someone else get it in the neck is a lot of fun, actually. It was amazing when you showed that dodgy professor's dodgy experiment was a total fix.
The dodgy professor, as you put it, Gina, is Mr. Naruhodo's client.
Yes, I'm starting to wish he wasn't, though. It's the boss I feel sorry for, sent off to do the impossible.
What do you mean?
He's supposed to arrest that other cove, ain't he? And in time for tomorrow and all. You know, the dodgy engineer. What's his name again? Mr. Drebber, you mean? Enoch Drebber. Yeah, that's the one, yeah. So the police are looking for this mysterious man with the black monocle. I guessed they would be. It's putting too much on the boss, if you ask me. He says it's giving him a gut ache.
Oh dear, but I do wonder if that isn't actually from all the fried food.
So Scotland Yard are trying to track down Mr. Enoch Drebber. I wonder if they have had any luck. He's really funny looking. Got two eyes what don't match. Stole a glimpse of a picture of him earlier. I mean, I didn't actually pinch it or nothing. The old devil's got it. Sorry? Who? Elsa, I keep glancing over to this joke and I can half understand it. Like, first of all, the spelling of Greg's song with the little C, that's funny. Pas de poisson effrité. Something about...
Is it just fish and chips?
With wobble cry?
Yeah.
Okay.
No fish and chips?
Oh,
Wobble
no
cry?
fish... No, so no fish and chips?
So no fish and chips.
You know, that scowling reaper what's always glugging down glasses of blood-red plunk? He is a vampire.
Ah, Lord Van Zeeks.
He's always had it in for me, that cove. Don't know what he's always scowling about, mind. Probably would have been a pretty good boss as it goes. She'd rather be the Reaper's apprentice than a detective's trainee. The way I see it, if the choice is between a chip-guzzling detective and a chalice-glugging demigod, you're equally bad off with both. I suppose you're right. I hadn't thought of it like that. Glad we've put that one to bed. Anyway, the point is, everyone at the yard's dead set on finding the fishy engineer. I was about to, Jen! Don't! I was about My God. He redacted his brother. Wait, that sounds bad. No. Sorry.
No, I'm thinking something else.
Oh.
When Nanami introduces himself, he goes, I realized that, what's it called? He describes, living a normal life,
right.
And then,
and he's like, work is shit, and then
yeah, he's like, if jujutsu sorcery is shit, work is also shit.
Yeah.
If they're both equally shit, then I'll do the one I'm most suited for.
Yeah. I was here. I'll type it to you.
Okay. Oh my God. Now I'm nervous. Yeah.
I don't want to spoil this movie. Sorry.
I know. Keep going.
Okay, cool. Keep going. There don't seem to be no clues to go on, so we're stuck. There's nothing that can lead us to Drebber at all? It's not even an inside joke, it's just it would spoil a big plot of the movie.
Yeah.
Where did you find that little mutt then, Gina? Oh, don't be so flaming rude, Dodo. It's pure love. We used up all our references. Slight overreaction, don't you think? He ain't no mutts, alright. Toby's... how did they put it? Oh, yeah. A bona fide detective. Sorry? I've given him a proper title and everything. It's Chief Inspector Toby to you. More senior than Inspector Gregson, is he?
Oh, so he's a police dog, is he?
The police recruit dogs now?
I've heard that they're already being used officially in Germany as part of the sitting... I've heard they're already being used officially in Germany as part of their city policing. They're used for chasing criminals and such like. They have a wonderful sense of smell, after all.
I have a fairly good sense of smell myself, as it happens. I can tell undergarments that have been freshly laundered from undergarments that haven't.
Okay.
Oh, Ryu.
Underwear sniffer?
Ah, rude. Ah, that's nothing compared to this.
Ryu curled up in Asogi's luggage.
Stop.
Never.
God. I mean, I guess what else was he doing in there? What else did he have to do besides sleep? Oh, that's so gross. Oh God, that's enough. Jeez. That's nothing compared to this fella, Ardo. Oh. Zoe J. All right, Zoe J's burger's hard. Oh, really?
According to what the boss said, once Toby has got a good whiff of your drawers, he could chase that scent to the other side of the world.
What? To the other side of the world? You mean he can swim?
Mr. Naruhodo, I think you may have missed the point by rather a wide margin.
I just can't believe this little dog has such an incredible skill.
I'm telling you, Ardo, there's gonna be more
God damn it.
I'm telling you, Ardo, there's gonna be more and more dogs doing their bit for the police in the future. Yes, I agree.
Right? One of these days, they'll be barking orders at us lot, not the other way around. So Sato and Gina ask the brave, bold question. I think dogs should be able to vote.
Oh dear. Sorry, Gina. I don't think I agree with your vision quite that much.
Well, anyway, whatever you think about that, Toby here is Britain's... Whatever you think about that, Toby here is Britain's first police dog. I found him down in the East End the other day. Someone had just chucked him out on the street. There you go. I knew she'd lifted him from somewhere.
Oh, Gina, you're such a kind-hearted soul, aren't you? To children and animals.
All right. Is there anything to examine here? We already got all this shit. I'm just gonna go up. Oop. These stairs lead up to the experimentation stage. Let's go up and see what we can find out. 24th October, the Great Exhibition Grounds. Experimentation stage.
I do have the timer going, by the way, for Burger's Heart.
Oh my, so this is the machine that was used to deceive people into thinking instantaneous kinesis had taken place.
Yes, that's right. Or rather, it was the machine. Or rather, it was the machine. It's a little worse for wear at the moment.
What extraordinary lengths Professor Harebrain went to in order to obtain the research grant.
No. The professor was tricked as well. He didn't know anything about it.
Yes, of course. It is amazing though, isn't it? The scale of the whole affair is so very British.
You're right about that. You'd never see such a grand deception in Japan, that's for sure.
Oh, look. Is that?
Oh! Well, hello! Let's make his life hell.
Lord Van Zeeks?
So, I think we're more or less done here, aren't we? Shall we, Miss Osato? Taking the Prince of Darkness out for a walk. To the fair! Oh my gosh, look at him. He's so excited to go on the Ferris wheel.
Already?
He is the Reaper, remember? We'd do well to keep our distance, I think.
But we have permission to be here from the top. We're perfectly well allowed to investigate this machine, as long as we don't touch anything.
From the top? Do you mean Lord Strongheart?
Exactly. So we can stay here and stare at this wreckage for as long as we'd like.
She could have been at the center of the explosion here and it wouldn't have bent her steel will. He is just standing there very pathetically. Okay, Ferris wheel first.
I hear that a ride on the Ferris wheel is a favorite romantic outing among young London couples.
I think the romance would be slightly spoiled by the abject terror, personally, but then I'm not a Londoner.
Are you a little scared of heights, Mr. Naruhodo?
It's not that I'm scared, not at all. It's just that staying on the ground seems so much safer.
Well, perhaps I shall have to ask Iris and Mr. Sholmes to accompany me on it, in that case.
When you put it like that, part of me does want to give it a try.
Oh dear. It is complicated for you, isn't it?
It's complicated for him. Okay. Alright. Okay. Ugh. Least approachable man in the world winner 10 years in a row.
Be strong, Mr. Naruhodo. Your country and your assistant stand firm behind you.
Lord Van Zeeks?
What?
Well... beautiful weather we're having, isn't it? Ryu. No.
I thought I was making it quite clear that I didn't want to be disturbed. Apparently you Nipponese are unequipped to read the signs.
Oh god.
Oh, I read them. Also, nice voice crack.
Yeah. I just did this Monday. Why? Okay.
So, what are you doing here? Entry to this area is prohibited.
Ah, well, the thing is...
Lord Chief Justice Strongheart granted us permission to investigate. On the condition that we didn't disturb anything.
And yet you've managed to disturb me. Never mind. State your business then.
Come to think of it, there are quite a few things I'd like to ask Lord Van Zieks about. Not least of all which is that awful case, even though it's nothing to do with this. I just simply love prying.
Ask away, Mr. Naruhodo. You won't know unless you try.
What?
It's just so funny that Ryu's like, I don't want to talk to him. I don't. Like, I don't want to get on his bad side.
Yeah.
And the first thing he goes, so.
Yeah. He's literally just like, I don't want to get on his bad side. I don't want to get on his bad side. So...
About that dead brother.
Well, since we're here and we're having such lovely weather, fancy a ride on the Ferris wheel and I can ask you all about your trauma and your dead brother. So, Clint was the name of your older brother, I understand, Lord Van Zieks.
You Nipponese, I always have to be on guard whenever you're around. So, you've been investigating me, have you?
Oh, no, it's not like that. Well, alright, it is a bit like that.
Why are you, as a man, investigating another man?
I'm gay.
My older brother was also a prosecutor. He was a pride of the Van Zieks family.
Yeah, Jay, I love that art. Oh my god.
But tragically, a vicious killer took him from us.
The professor, you mean? Why are you laughing about that? Is something funny?
That's the extent of what you've discovered, is it? Oh, I shouldn't be surprised.
Sorry? There's more to it then? There's more to it?
Lackluster work is very much your trademark, isn't it?
Ugh, you're too kind. Are you going to tar all Nipponese with the same brush next?
So tell me, what's your interest in that historic incident?
Burger's heart is done, by the way.
Okay. But now I'm very interested in what's going on, so I probably won't.
As it happens, Lord Van Zieks, there's a rather curious case that's come to our attention. Are you aware of Madame Chuspel's... Are you aware of the Madame Chuspel's Museum of Waxwork by any chance?
I am. Naturally. I believe that since last month I feature in one of the displays there. A public scorn.
Of course, the infamous Reaper of the Bailey would have to be exhibited, wouldn't he?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
It's a statue of them for people to go in and ridicule.
Yeah, for people to walk in and go, boo, we hate your pussy.
Well, a particular waxwork has been stolen from the place and held for ransom.
Obby says, how can you tell the difference between his wax one and the real one? Well, when Iris kicks it, only one reacts.
Of course. And she has to check every time.
Every time.
She's
never sure.
Exactly. And you can't be too careful these days. Well, with all these...
Particular waxwork? Which... Wait, you mean...
Yes, it's the professor. Mr. Sholmes is investigating the case as we speak.
I was unaware of that.
He's turned as white as a sheet. I mean, I don't know how I could tell the difference, but... Are the police trying to locate the engineer, Mr. Drebber? Are the police trying to locate the engineer, Mr. Drebber, already?
Surely that goes without saying.
We're very keen to see him found as well. The trouble is, we don't have much to go on, aside from the description of the man we heard in court earlier.
which, according to Professor Hairbrain, was of a tall, thin gentleman who has straight white hair and wears a black monocle.
So, I was just wondering. I mean, I realize it's probably not possible, but,
We'd very much appreciate any more clues you can give us.
Wow. So Sato-san really knows how to take the bull by the horns.
Fine. Why not? I have a photograph of the man here from an investigation 10 years ago. Though it appears he already had that black monocle at the time. What?
Oh, no, nothing. I was just surprised that you shared that with us.
We all need the man's testimony in court tomorrow. Which means we have to do everything we possibly can to track him down in the short time available. So why wouldn't I show you the photograph?
What is it about Lord Van Zeeks? Sometimes I just can't work him out at all. Okay. Oh, hello! Oh, hello! So many things.
The file I requested for the trial tomorrow.
So many things I want to know about this man.
Thank you.
Are you alright?
Who is this man, Mr. Naruhodo?
Lord Van Zeeks' apprentice, apparently. It's the Phantom of the Opera, yes. So I'm not the only one. So Sato-san can see it too.
Lord Van Zeeks, may we speak with your apprentice for a moment?
With him? Why?
I just want to compare his chin to this photo I have. Kazuma-sama!
Come on, please, please, please. Oh, wait, I was supposed to do Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, I forget what Shadow sounds like. Moria. Kazu. Ma. I don't believe it.
Your posture, your presence, it can only be. It's you, isn't it, Kazuma-sama?
I felt something strange the very first time I encountered this cloaked figure. As if I knew him somehow. Can it really be you, Kazuma? No! Don't you dare leave! Wait! Get back here! Too late.
What's going on here?
Get your fucking apprentice back here!
What is your interest in my apprentice exactly? You act as if you know the man or something.
Well,
Since when has he been in your care? I don't recall you having an apprentice before I left Britain 6 months ago.
Lord Stronghold introduced him to me about 3 months ago now. With instructions to mentor him as a prosecutor.
but he didn't tell you why, did he?
The man appears to be suffering from amnesia, He's forgotten every last detail about himself.
Oh my god! Okay, now, okay. So if that's Asogi, then, but he doesn't fucking remember anyone, does that mean, okay, so he didn't actually die on the steamship, but the hitting his neck on the bedpost, like, gave him amnesia. And so what has he been doing for the past, so if he's had amnesia this whole time, who's had him? Strongheart's had him. Strongheart's had him for the past 6 months. Well, for the 3 months before he gave him to... Okay. Sorry, show plush companion, who do you want? K time. Oh, I have to go get her. Sorry, 1 second. Oh my god.
You guys, this is a lot to take in right now, okay? So now when Tony's gone, you guys gotta be chill. I'm still trying to play this up until the very end, okay?
Okay. We're gonna figure this out together. Okay, here she is.
Dora! Baby.
I keep
She's so
forgetting to
cute.
hot glue her. I know. She's so adorable. I keep forgetting to hot glue her ponytail down.
Baby! My love.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Just like, oh my gosh! Amnesia twins! Oh my god! Hi, Brad. Welcome, Brad. Have you been here, or do I have to scream later and catch you up? Okay. You and me, with our experiences together, we are going to fix his amnesia, okay? Someone get the promise notebook! Where's his promise notebook? Oh.
He has amnesia?
Tomorrow he will appear in court on my side.
What?
He's to serve as my judicial assistant on Lord Strongheart's orders.
So now he'll be in court with us?
Now then, unless I'm much mistaken, I believe this conversation has run its course.
Oh, yes, thank you. Coincidence that the 2 Best Ace Attorney games have amnesia as a plotline? I think not. Coincidence that 2 of my favorite characters have had amnesia? I think not. I definitely saw a reaction there. Oh, Susato. When Susato-san called out like that, it really seemed to hit a nerve. When she called out, Kazuma-sama. That's her brother. Oh. Okay, so can I give you your... Wait, no, bring him back. Where is he? I want to give it the armband. Give him the armband. Memories, armband. Give him the... Oh, give him Karuma back. It'll give him back his soul. I guess he already has his soul. He needs his brain. Okay, I'll give him back. Wait, but he was like, Karuma guides me. I truly believe that. So you give him back Karuma, then he's gonna pull it out. He's gonna be like, oh, I remember everything. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, he has to, oh, no. You know what has to happen. We need to take the Hachimaki off of Karuma, and we have to tie it around his head. That's what we have to do. Okay. Yes, I am, Jay. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I don't have anything else to say to you. Do I need to show him anything, or do I have to fucking investigate or some shit? Sorry.
And also remember that you had gotten some evidence at some point.
I sure did. Where's my court record? Okay. The magnifying glass.
We've got a lot to go.
It's fine. Grab his card. Aha. This dark smudge here.
I think perhaps it's machine oil.
Ah, yes, possibly. Professor Harebrain mentioned something about the oil Mr. Drebber uses, didn't he? He said it was specially imported, very high quality that's impossible to obtain in Britain.
Yes, that's right. But more importantly, that it's more fragrant than the finest perfume. So, excuse me a moment.
Give it to the dog.
Oh, it doesn't appear to have any scent at all.
Don't worry, I expect that's just because there's such a tiny amount on here. Okay. Give it to the dog. Oh wait, did I... Whatever, yeah, that was it. What are these? Whatever. Okay, there's this. Do we have to... Do you... Here... Check it out. Check this out. Check this shit out. Oops. Here, take it. If it's okay, all right. I'm not gonna make you do Van Zeeks' voice.
I mean, I can still do it. It's fun.
Okay,
It's just I had to drink water. I had to like pause and drink water.
Okay.
It's a serious crime for the defense to attempt to extract information from the prosecution by illegal means.
All right, I get the message, but I don't see what's illegal about me asking. Okay, well. Here, look at this photograph that I already showed you.
So earlier, what did you say when you first opened up the card?
Oh, right. Okay, we gotta go back downstairs. Oops. Oh, come on. How do I leave? How do I?
The stairs?
Where's this? Oh, over here.
I mean, I guess you, what's it called? You moved to the experimentation stage.
But
again?
I tried to do that and it...
Oh, did it?
How do I leave? I need to go.
Wait.
I'm stuck.
Let me double check.
Lord Van Zeeks, how do you get down? Please don't say jump.
Oh, we still need to examine some stuff up here. Sorry.
All right. This wasn't here yesterday.
Really? But if I'm not mistaken, it's the cage in which the victim was standing before he was apparently beamed through the air.
That's right, the bird cage. According to what Professor Harebrain said in court, it's made of wood.
Or more precisely, Japanese cypress, I think. And despite having been in an explosion and then falling from a great height, it's relatively unharmed. What wonderfully durable construction, wouldn't you say, Mr. Naruhodo?
I'd understood that the forensic investigation team had taken it away yesterday to examine it. I suppose they must have brought it back here when they'd finished their work.
But sadly not with the body inside it.
No, that's right. I know we were given strict instructions not to touch anything, but still... Oops. This is too important of a piece of evidence to overlook. We might need it for the trial. I'm gonna put the whole thing in my pocket.
What a terrible explosion it must have been. Even the steel girders have buckled and twisted in the blast.
And what they called the bird cage was right in the middle of it all, just here.
But look, Mr. Naruhodo, that metal grill on the floor. Looks as though it's designed to open.
It does, doesn't it? If the floor had opened at the precise moment the explosion occurred, the birdcage could have dropped through and disappeared from sight.
I don't think there's any doubt that this was a very elaborate hoax, is there? You'd already met that masked man, hadn't you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, yesterday, in fact, at Lord Van Zeek's office.
I see. And if Kazuma-sama really is still alive, it means that Mr. Sholmes lied to us.
I know. We're going to need to speak to him about that.
You're going to have to leave now.
I don't know how to get down!
The forensic investigation team will need to arrive shortly. If they find you here, it will cause problems.
What sort of problems?
Foreign affairs problems.
God, gee.
Well, we could do without that. All right, we'll be on our way. Let's go, Mrs. Sato.
Of course.
Take this. No, this. About this, Gina.
Yeah, I'm still learning me letters at the moment. Okay, bye, automatic boot. See ya. I only know I to E, so if it ain't too much bleeding trouble. Ah, actually, Gina, it's the back of the card that's important. Bye, Luca. Eh? How come? There's just a dirty old smudge on the back, that's all. It turns out this is very high quality French machine oil. It has a very particular scent, apparently. It don't say! Let's have a whiff of it then. You sure? I don't smell nothing.
No, we didn't mean that you should smell it.
Oh, right! You mean Toby!
His sense of smell is so good, he can track people over the oceans, can't he?
Professor Hairbrain informs us that this oil is unique to Mr. Drebber's workshop.
I think he's picked up a scent.
So you mean, if it follows the scent of this oil, Toby could lead us to that dodgy Cove's workshop? That's right! That's exactly what we were hoping! Alright then, we'll give it a go. I'll just borrow that.
Huh? Wait, when did you... What's a pickpocket?
If I can lead everyone to that Drebber's workshop, I'll be the boss's boss before next week! Oh yes, Gina! I'm sure you'll be promoted.
Poor Gregson.
Right then, Odo, leave it to me.
Sorry?
We're gonna get going after that dodgy engineer cove right this minute. Oh, but hang on. Someone's supposed to be on guard duty here all the time.
I'm afraid we can't help. We need to get on with our investigation as well, Gina.
Ah, right. Ah, well, never mind. It ain't gonna be me what gets it in the neck. It will be the boss.
Poor Gregson again.
Ready, Toby? Got that oil center? Got that oil center, have ya? Come on then, boy. See you later. I do hope the scent of that oil leads them to that swindler's workshop.
Yes, I hope so too. Ideally before the dog swims across the channel to France. I almost said Chanel.
Mr. Naruhodo, are you wearing
the Chanel boots? Yeah, I am. Well, I think we've done all the investigating we can here for now. If we could just determine the whereabouts of Mr. Drebber.
I'm sure Gina and little Toby won't let us down. Now then, do you think we ought to try to speak with Mr. Sholmes at this point? We have things to discuss, and I'm dying to meet him again after all these months.
Yes, it's quite possible he might know something useful, you're right. We ought to find him at Madame Chuspel's. He's supposed to be working there as a temporary waxwork exhibit.
Yes, Iris told me all about his latest unusual venture.
Okay. All right. October. Madame Chuspel's Museum of Waxworks.
Oh my, no wonder it's called the House of Horrors. I'd like to turn on my heels and go straight home via the confectionery.
Me too. Oh my god. Being scared makes you crave sweets? I can understand that.
But you know, there's something about that waxwork over there. It looks exactly like Mr. Sholmes, down to the very last detail.
Aha!
What is it?
Oh, sorry. I think you'll find that if you go over and kick it, you'll have your answer. That's the temporary waxwork himself.
Ah, the friend of my dedicated employee.
Oh, yes. Hello again. It's Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
I must say, I am quite spellbound by the great detective. He is a marvel. My precious waxwork is already back where it belongs.
You don't mean...
But yes, the mystery is solved already.
Wow. Mr. Sholmes can really engage his brain when he's hungry enough.
So as you can see, he has returned to his habitual duties.
Yes.
His habitual duties? Alors, do not disturb.
So I'm confused as to why he has to stand there. Like, he has to stand there while she's making one of him so that she has a reference?
No, it's his part-time job.
So
Tony.
I thought she was actually making one.
No, it's his part-time job.
So she's paying him. Okay.
Yes.
I see. I think that went over my head last time. Poor Susato-san. She looks very perplexed. All right, well.
We really do need to speak with Mr. Sholmes, and I am longing to say hello again. But where is he?
I think you might find that he's quite nearby, actually.
Oh, what do you...
Indeed, my dear fellows, it is I. The world-famous great detective and waxwork, Herlock Sholmes.
She just, like, he comes to life and she's like, ah! Aha, okay. Susato-san! Susato-san! All right, so the fight, flight, or freeze instincts was not fight, but was freeze.
My most humble apologies.
I thought I died and gone to eternal paradise for a moment. London.
My dear madam, allow me to make amends by offering you a tasty free deduction at some point.
As long as it's not of questionable street food quality.
don't understand. Why are you working as a waxwork here, Mr. Sholmes?
Merely a secret identity, you understand, though the case is largely solved now.
Largely solved?
We're talking about the waxwork abduction, I presume?
Indeed we are, my good fellow. As I predicted, it was as easy as proverbial pie. Though I confess, I'm yet to partake of a pie, proverbial or otherwise, or any food so far today, for that matter.
He's just like me, for real.
Why do you always forget to eat?
Because I don't know. Because I got so many things to do, and then my brain is like, oh, you gotta do this task before you do this task, you gotta do this task, and then you have to do this task to start on this task, and by the time I actually think about eating, it's like 2 p.m., and then I'm like, well, I gotta keep doing things, and I gotta be distracted by shit. Yeah, forgetting to eat is quick, it's easy, and it's free. Exactly. That stomach rumble echoed around the whole museum. So, how did you manage to solve it so quickly?
Well, do you remember I said it was largely solved? Anyway, I simply negotiated with the culprit. Are you familiar with the so-called telephone?
Oh, yes! It's a most modern invention, allowing you to hold a conversation with people far away. In Japan, only the imperial capital and a handful of other cities are connected as yet.
This morning, a telephone call was received here from the perpetrator of the abduction. As such, I was able to negotiate terms, and in the end, the waxwork was returned.
That's amazing! Well, I'll eat later, okay?
Just between you and I. It would appear the culprit had always intended to return the stolen waxwork in any event.
Oh, but I thought whoever was responsible had demanded a ransom, no?
Yes, I think perhaps. The ransom demand was necessary to avoid unwanted suspicion regarding the true motive.
But does that not mean your negotiating was entirely unnecessary?
A fact that I must ask you to keep from Madame Spells at all costs. A hungry young Iris awaits my eyes return to Baker Street, after all.
Poor Iris.
Now then, do I sense that you have some business with this great waxwork?
Sorry, I didn't read the second option. I would have gone straight for that. We're in the process of trying to track somebody down.
Oh?
Yes, a man by the name of Enoch Drebber. He's the swindler who duped Professor Hairbrain and the engineer who built the kinesis machine.
A swindler and an engineer. Quite the modern man.
He also seems to be a conjurer of sorts, too, with considerable knowledge of stage magic. We really need to locate him before the trial resumes tomorrow morning. But we have so few clues to go on. That's the trouble. Do you have any good ideas?
I have no data yet. It is a capital mistake to have good ideas before one has data. If I knew something of the man's appearance, at least, I may be in a better position to help.
Yes, Drebber's appearance.
Fortunately for you, however, presently I have little to occupy myself and little to fill my stomach. As soon as you find any clue, no matter how small, I should gladly give you my thoughts on it.
You bitch, tell me. Mr. Sholmes, did you lie to us?
My dear Mr. Naruhodo, stay that piercing stare. What is this about?
Last winter, when we were first on our way to Britain aboard the steamship, your words were very clear.
So then let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder.
You told us that it was murder, and you examined Kazuma-sama's body.
Indeed, and wherein lies the problem?
We met him earlier today. The victim, Kazuma Sogi.
You're quite sure?
He was wearing some sort of mask and was apparently suffering from amnesia. But yes, I'm quite sure it was Kazuma-sama. You must have known at the time, Mr. Sholmes, that he wasn't actually dead.
You bitch.
Well, I can only assume I was swept up in the murderous atmosphere of the moment. But the fellow wasn't dead at all? Priceless. I don't suppose that performance would pass muster, would it, Mr. Naruhodo?
I could believe that the crewmen present at the time made a mistake. But not you, Mr. Sholmes.
I will now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that.
Please, Mr. Sholmes.
Tomorrow in court, you will find yourself on the threshold of a very great mystery. For now, I'm afraid that is all I can say.
Fine. Take this. Find him. Mr. Sholmes, would you cast your eyes over this photographic print?
It's of Mr. Enoch Drebber, the face of the engineer we seek.
Well, all Englishmen look broadly the same, of course. So looking at the photograph won't be particularly instructive.
Are you all right, Mr. Sholmes?
Ah, yes, forgive me.
You know this fucker, don't you?
Very interesting, this. Very interesting indeed.
What's wrong, Mr. Sholmes? You've turned quite pale all of a sudden.
I have a suggestion, Mr. Naruhodo. Will you indulge me?
Oh, well, what is it?
As I explained to you when you arrived, the missing waxwork had been returned. And I, personally, reinstalled it in the exhibit from which it was taken, behind those thick curtains.
Oh, yes. The Professor exhibit, isn't it?
Would you like to see it? For a mere 5 shillings. That's a special, one-time only price, you understand.
What?
The opportunity won't come again, I might add. Wouldn't you like to see the fruits of my labor?
Oh, well, we do have a rather pressing investigation to carry out. Perhaps we could postpone?
The price is a very reasonable 5 shillings. I think you'll find it's well worth it.
Are you being quite serious, Mr. Sholmes?
Surely you need only look at my expression to ascertain if this is seriousness or silliness.
I can never tell with you, that's the point.
Very well, it couldn't hurt. Here's your 5 shillings.
Gratefully received. So the special exhibit awaits behind the curtain. I invite you to peruse it at your leisure.
Is it gonna be this dude? Or what's his name again? The professor and the engineer, one and the same?
Well, the money's been spent, so let's go and see the special exhibit.
Through those heavy curtains at last. $5 we've had to pay. It doesn't seem right somehow that Mr. Shom slipped the money into his own pocket, does it?
No. We could ask Gina to retrieve it for us, using her special skills.
Pickpocketing police officers and diddling detectives. Is this what makes Britain great? Not to mention demigod prosecutors taking the law into their own hands, or chip-loving inspectors.
Inspector Gregson comes off rather well in that list, I think.
October, married to spouse, special exhibit. Want to see the head.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I felt a shiver run down my spine as soon as we walked in here.
Mr. Sato, I say we turn on our heels and go straight home via a really big confectionery.
We certainly can't do that. We've paid $5 already.
True. Actually, now I'm looking a little more closely. We've paid good money to see an exhibit that's clearly incomplete. The nerve of the great diddling detective is far more terrifying than anything else in this place.
This must be what Mr. Sholmes meant when he said the case was largely solved.
So no head? Be that as it may, Mr. Sholmes heavily implied there be a clue about the engineer in here, didn't he? But where? Since we've paid $5, let's do $5 worth of investigation, shall we?
Yes, we will get what we pay for.
Is that fear or frustration that's making Susato-san's voice tremble? I want to see what this guy's face looks like.
This part of the exhibit is just as disturbing as the rest. It looks so real.
It seems to be a young man in a white overcoat. And he has
a large shovel in his hand too, look.
Perhaps we should investigate in a little more detail. Okay. This motherfucker's I can see the sliver of that. Okay, whatever. Camera. What's this here?
Well, this would appear to be a lens in the middle, so I believe it's probably a camera.
A camera? But it's so small. British technology is incredible, isn't it? I mean, what about Mr. Sholmes' skin prints?
I think perhaps you should treat Mr. Sholmes' inventions as exceptions to the rules. But anyway, why would the man be in a graveyard at night with a camera?
I wonder. Perhaps he was trying to capture the moment a dead body came back as a ghost on film.
We'll just borrow this for a little while, I think.
It's a real camera, but it's a wax. Alright, whatever.
By looking at the photographic plate inside the camera, we can see what picture was taken.
What's a photographic plate?
It's a piece of glass coated in special emulsion that reacts to the light. That reacts to the light coming in through the lens. If we open the cover at the back of the camera, we should find it. Let's have a look.
You should see yourself, Susato-san. Your eyes are shining. Do you mind? Susato's eyes are shining. You really do like machinery, don't you? Okay. My god. Okay, can I just look at his face better? It's so annoying. I can't see his face very well, can you? From where we're crouched down here by his feet. Perhaps if I just...
Oh, do you think you should be manhandling the exhibits, Mr. Naruhodo?
I'll put it back exactly as it was, don't worry. Yeah.
Ah! What on earth? How can...
I don't believe it. A black monocle.
Mr. Naruhodo, is it possible that this man is...
Yes. It's Enoch Drebber.
The color of his hair is different, but... it's unmistakably him.
Indeed it is.
Hello. Mr. Sholmes!
This man is the subject of your present hunt, I believe.
Yes, that's right. Just who is this man? Why is he here in this exhibit? And why does the convict behind him have no head?
The head was missing when the mortal was returned by the thief who stole it.
What a surprise. So then the case isn't yet solved, is it?
Did I not say so myself? Largely solved were my words, I believe. But I must locate the missing head tout de suite, as Madame would say, or I'll be in grave trouble. A very hungry Iris still awaits my return to Baker Street, preferably with rations.
Ah!
Do you know, though, something about this room is strange.
Strange? What do you mean?
Well, the displays in the House of Horrors are supposed to depict real events, are they not?
Indeed they are, Mr. Soto. Do go on.
And as terrifying as they are, the scenes in the other exhibits are believable. But this one... this surely couldn't ever really have happened, could it?
I think it's time I educated you a little. About the nature of the incidents involving the professor 10 years ago.
Zombies?
I believe I told you a little about the professor yesterday, did I not? He took the lives of 5 victims, everyone being either a member of the aristocracy or royalty. All were attacked by an enormous hunting hound and had their throats ripped from their bodies.
Oh. So was that Selden then? Oh, no. Sorry, Selden didn't have any... Selden was a robber. Big robber. Yeah, this music, yeah.
Oh gosh, an enormous hound? How awful!
After taking the life of his 5th victim, the killer was apprehended. It was a case of unprecedented magnitude in Britain, you understand, accordingly. The professor was tried in a closed court. No members of the public were permitted.
A closed court? So you mean that the professor's identity?
As you've surmised, my dear fellow, his identity was never made public. Naturally, he was found guilty and was summarily sentenced to death by hanging. He was buried in a grave at Lowgate Cemetery, which adjoins the rear of the prison where he had been held. However, that was not the end of the affair.
Oh,
How does she spells know?
The very night that he was buried, the convicted man came back to life.
Came back to life?
He clawed his way out of the ground and emerged into the moonlit graveyard. The exhibit here depicts that very scene as described by the sole witness to those chilling events.
There was a witness?
But of course, my dear fellow, it was none other than young man in the white overcoat.
Enoch Drebber. He saw it happen? So this is a waxwork model of Enoch Drebber.
10 years ago, a convicted professor, having been debated and buried, emerged from this grave in the dead of night. The sole witness to that unimaginable scene was this young man. From appearances, I would say he was about 20 years old.
it's so horrifying.
Scared out of his wits, the young Drebber ran to a nearby police station to report the incident. And the sheer terror of what he'd seen is said to have turned his hair white overnight.
Interesting. Is that why he constantly looks like he's like... Yes, as shown in the photograph we have of him, his hair is completely white.
For the following few days, the story of what he'd seen was on every front page in the capital. The public was frantic for every last detail about the killer who'd come back to life. As you've seen, an exhibit was even created here at Madame de Spell's.
I can quite understand why the man's hair turned white, certainly. But what I don't understand is what Mr. Drebber was doing in the first place. In a lonely graveyard in the middle of the night.
Yes, what was he up to? Well, he's got a shovel.
The professor's acts of terror threw London's upper classes into complete panic 10 years ago. It was a great scandal, one might say, at the very highest levels of society. And since the killer's identity was never made public, rumors abounded. After all, no killer had ever before systematically employed a dog as a weapon of murder.
Goodbye, Elisar. See you later.
Yes, I can imagine the impact the case must have had.
But in time, of course, the rumors abated. So too did talk of the shocking witness account of the convict who came back to life. It was forgotten, dismissed as a dubious ghost story, as a preposterous parlor tale.
But why did people stop believing it?
Why? Simply because there was no resurrection to speak of, as was established, in fact.
What do you mean by no resurrection? Yeah, right, Abby? Like, I mean, we're not going to talk about we're not going to talk about the man himself, his extremely gray hair at 24. We're not going to talk about that.
The police investigated the grave in Lowgate Cemetery and published their findings. The convict's body was found to be buried exactly where it had been following the execution.
No! But that would mean that Mr. Drebber must have lied to the police in the newspapers.
That would appear to be the only logical explanation, yes. The young man subsequently vanished from society and nothing has been heard of him since. It's rather striking then that he should resurface now. Don't you think?
Of course the convicted murderer couldn't really have come back to life. That's not possible. But Trevor's hair is unusually white, and if that really did happen overnight as a result of shock, it's hard to believe the incident was an out-and-out lie. Very interesting.
This must be the killer, the fiend known as the Professor.
Yes, I think so. According to what Madame Chuspel said, he killed 5 victims, all of noble or royal blood.
The waxwork is so lifelike, isn't it? Like all the models in this place.
I know. It looks like it could start moving at any moment, doesn't it? If only it had a head. If only it had a head, that is. Perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. Okay, I guess that's just the one part.
So this is the condemned man.
Yes, the so-called professor.
Then perhaps his head was chopped off by a guillotine. But unable to find peace, he emerged from his grave as a headless ghost.
Do we have to entertain such terrifying ideas, Mr. Sato? Anyway, I'm sure the model had a head once. There's a metal fitting for it, see?
Then perhaps Mr. Sholmes absent-mindedly forgot to reattach it?
That's an extremely absent-minded detective you're describing, isn't it?
Or perhaps the thief absent-mindedly forgot to include the head when he or she returned it to the museum?
And that would be an extremely absent-minded thief. Could there have been some reason why only the head wasn't returned? Well, they want to protect his identity, or not protect his identity, but there was a reason it was kept secret. Well, whatever the reason is, it means we don't know what the face of the infamous professor looked like, do we? Thank you. Sholmes shall what? Sholmes shall what? Sholmes, you have the head, so give it. Oh. There's something caught just inside. Oh. There's something caught just inside the convex jacket there. It looks like a piece of broken glass. And quite a big piece, too.
It's very thick, isn't it? About 5 times thicker than a normal window glazing. The normal window glazing, I'd say.
Where could such a thick piece of glass have come from, I wonder? The Crystal Tower! The Crystal Tower!
I suppose it must have been made thick to increase its strength?
But why?
Well, perhaps because the glass had to span a particularly wide area, such as in a big building, for example.
Crystal Tower. Well, we've seen a large glass building recently, haven't we? And some of the glass was broken too.
You don't mean...
Exactly. The Crystal Tower at the Great Exhibition.
But why would glass from the Crystal Tower be lodged inside this waxworks jacket?
It makes you think, doesn't it? Haha. So that's why he was kidnapped, to be used as a dummy. Earlier in court, we established that the kinesis experiment was a trick. And now we discover this fragment of glass here in this waxwork. Is it just a coincidence? Okay, well. Who's screaming? Oh. Ah! What have I played in Nara, Ido? What have you gone and done? Gina, what are you doing here? I asked Iris and she said this is where you'd be, so...
Gina! Not so loud in the museum!
Madame Dispels will have you take a position as a waxwork if you're not careful.
I think there might be a more pressing concern. I still had some flash powder left from 6 months ago, so...
All right, Gina, we understand. But please, put down the gun.
Sorry, I got scared. You should try being the one on the other end of the barrel. So, what brings you here, Gina? What brings me here? What'd you think? We found it! We found that dodgy Carve's workshop. What? You found Rubber's workshop? Yep. Toby's nose took me straight there. The boss and the others are headed over there now in a drag. So come on. Here's the address. I got the boss to write it out.
Oh, thank you, Gina. We'll make our way there at once.
All right then. See you there.
You go, don't mind me, I'll just stay here, being still.
What?
I know my place in the exhibit over there.
Oh dear. Someone is feeling sorry for himself.
Let's go, Mr. Sholmes. You're coming.
Your words hearten me, I must say, but if I were to shirk my duties here, Madam would have me pay monetary recompense and Iris's dinner
Forget that. I'll pay for everything.
Then there's not a moment to lose, my dear fellow. I shall hail a carriage at once.
No offer to share the cost from Mr. Sholmes, then.
I shall gladly pay half, Mr. Naruhodo.
Thank you, Mrs. Soto. Right, let's go.
I think here might be a good place to stop.
Okay. All right. Oh, I don't want to stop though. It's Asogi! It's him!
It's not. It's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, right, of course. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
A Shin.
It's a shit. Shut up! I didn't know, and I didn't know. What was I supposed to say? I was supposed to put together that Giselle Brett was a Shin and be like, oh well, it couldn't be.
Okay, listen. I'm not trying to shame you for not thinking it. I'm trying to be like, it's not Asogi.
Well, Sasato says it is, so it's him. I know it is. I know it has to be him. There's no way they're gonna do all this and then it's not. It's Asogi Shin. There's no way they're gonna do all this like, oh my gosh, it's Kazuma, and then it not be him.
How do you know that?
Because that would suck, and people like this game.
Yeah, because it's almost like there's two other cases after this one.
But Asogi coming back would not be like that's not going to be like the end of the game. The end of the game is going to be.
I told you, like
thing.
you cannot predict or expect whatever is going to happen in this game.
It's him. I know it's him. I know it's him. It has to be him. It has to be,
bro. I'm still gonna make you voice him.
Not fucking dead. Okay, fine. I will. I'll voice him, and it's gonna be him in the end. I don't wanna. I want to get to court.
You need to think about it, Tony. You really need to think about it.
I need to think about it. Yeah.
You need to think about it. Yeah.
Do I?
Like I said, I want you to have fun playing this game. That's all I'm gonna say. I want you to have fun playing this game.
It seems that everyone doesn't want me to have fun playing this game. They want me to have a bad time so they can have fun watching me play this game. Am I not correct?
I'm just saying, you know, I mean, I can't.
Don't say anything.
Okay, I won't.
You don't say it if you think it's gonna ruin something for me or whatever.
Yeah, like I said, I just want you to have fun playing this game. I'm not gonna say anything. I just want you to have fun playing this game. That's it. That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me again on this journey of my boyfriend has amnesia. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining me. We'll have more on Saturday. We're gonna have Spirit of Justice. And we're doing case 5 of Spirit of Justice. Jet's husband is there. And then next Wednesday, same time as this, we will reconvene and we will go to court and we will see that it is Konosuke. Anyways, thank you, Jet, for joining me once again.
Thank you for having me.
It is my pleasure. Okay, I have to I was getting tongue-tied. I have to go massage my face. Have a good night, everyone. Have fun, be safe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.